Hi Pisces, it's your honest homegirl ᴇᴑɪ, and this is your intuitive reading. So when you see this message is for you. Take heed to the things that resonate with you, and anything else that doesn't, leave it for another Pisces healing homie so that they can receive that message. Now, let's get into your intuitive message, right? So Pisces, I had did your daily horoscope on TikTok at the honest homegirl, if you guys want to follow that. And you guys were real funny yesterday because some of you guys were like dibbling dabbling in Hell's Kitchen, and then the next minute you were at Heaven's Gate. And some of you may be able to shapeshift and deal with those energies very well, and you know when to tap in and tune out and things like that. Some of you may have to go in the underworld to learn a lesson, and then you come back and you're like Heaven's gatekeeper. But I feel like a lot of you guys, you're realizing every time you go back to Hell's Kitchen, you're realizing that a lot of those things you need to let go of. Whether that's overly obsessing over someone, overly drinking, overly eating, overly worrying, overly stressing, overly dealing with toxic people that you just know you shouldn't be dealing with, but you just can't get enough of them because you have a soul tie to that person. And yeah, it's kind of hard to get rid of those soul ties, but it's possible if you put in the work, okay? And there's other spiritual ways of cutting cords with people, but for some of you, you may not be ready for that just yet, because it seems like you keep dibbling and dabbling and going back and forth. And if you're asking who that person is, you were just thinking about them, okay? You know exactly who this person is. Your intuition is correct, and you need to take action accordingly, Pisces. A lot of you guys, you are also realizing that there's no need to dwell on the bad things that have happened in your life. You're starting to get rid of those bags. You know how Erykah Badu said in her song, you know, in Bag Lady, okay? You're going to miss your bus carrying all them bags. You know, you're going to miss your opportunity. You're going to miss, you know, a good person coming into your life. You're going to miss, you know, blessings coming your way if you keep holding on to the things that used to be. You holding on to grudges don't look good on you, okay? And for you and Sagittarius to be very lucky signs, you don't want things to block your blessings because you keep thinking about the past. It's like you keep holding on to what this person said, holding on to what this person did, holding on to what someone didn't do or did do. Like, let it go. And that's a part of your journey. That's a part of your spiritual growth. That's a part of you learning more about yourself. Okay, that's more of you tuning into your spirituality and realizing everything has an energy, even old behaviors. And you see the flame is over here just a flickering, right? And a lot of you guys, your ancestors have been calling you. Okay, they've been wanting to talk to you. They want you to at least take a day, you know, one day, and not even the whole day, maybe just 30 minutes out of one of your days out of the 7 days in this week, and either go to the park, go somewhere where you spent time with some of your ancestors, or you can have an ancestor altar, or you could designate a tree to be that tree that you connect with your ancestors. But they want you to start talking with them more. The same way you talk to God is the same way you can talk to your ancestors. They're there guiding you, protecting you, and blessing you, and teaching you, and disciplining you. You think because they passed on, they still not disciplining you. Sometimes it don't even be somebody doing something toward you or sending you to evil eyes. Sometimes you done promised your ancestors something that you would never do again, or things like that, and you turned around and did it. And now they're going to punish you and let you deal with whatever consequences you needed to deal with. Okay? A lot of you guys, as you're letting go of this baggage, you're slowly giving more of yourself to people. Okay? You're slowly revealing who you are and slowly pulling off that mask. So people could really get to know who you are, because the more you're authentic with yourself into the world, you are going to get more like-minded people that are more authentic to themselves. You sitting there wearing a mask, well, guess what? You're going to attract people that are wearing what? a mess. So let's get into your reading, Pisces, because you guys is a hot mess, okay? Y'all really are. Y'all be doing too much on the low. Unlike Libra be doing too much upright and front and center. But Pisces, you guys have been you've been doing stuff on the low. A lot of people don't know what y'all be doing, but y'all be doing stuff. Okay, some of you guys have a baby boy, congratulations, or you've already had your baby and still congratulations. And you may be focused on your son at this time for some of you, okay, or some of you are wanting to have a baby boy. For some of you, there was a third-party situation where there was a baby involved. And some of you just had a baby. Congratulations. You're like, finally, that pregnancy is over with. Now I have to heal. Some of you are actually really having to heal. You could be going through postpartum, okay, depression. Now, my spiritual intake on that is something totally different from Western ideologies and theories and things like that. But I just feel like it's more so of you not knowing who you are. And because now that you're a mom, and even if you had kids before, every pregnancy is different, you know. You go through different changes, you go through different emotions, a lot more things are revealed about yourself and others around you, and having to deal with so much with your hormones being out of whack all that time. And then you finally have the baby, and then it's like your hormones are still kind of out of whack, you know, it's kind of unbalanced. But I would definitely, you know, take time to get to know yourself again. Okay, take time to acknowledge your feelings. A lot of you guys, you know, people don't realize when women have children, the fathers tend to care more about the child than the mom. Like, it's like the mom's like, okay, you have my baby, but where's my baby at? And they forget that, you know, the wife has feelings, you know, the mother has feelings, and she wants to feel loved, and she wants to feel accepted, and she still wants to know that she still feels pretty and looks pretty and is still, you know, you sexually desire her and think. And I'm talking to my men, okay? So if you Pisces men have just had a baby, put some attention onto the mom too, okay? She put in a lot of work. She had to carry that baby for 9 months. For some of you, you need to appreciate the mothers of your children. Okay. For others of you, even after, like, it could be months that you've already had this baby, and a lot of things are coming up, okay, from the past. I don't know if this baby is reminding you of something from your past, or a situation may have occurred from your past with someone that you had a child with. But ooh, that candle just popped, and then oh my gosh, it looks like a little heart. The wax. What's that little thing called? Not the wax, but the candlestick thingy, whatever that is called. I can't think of it right now. It's like a shape of a heart with the fire part. But yeah, there's some things that you're dealing with. For some of you who lost your child, you are starting to accept things for what it is, and you're realizing that your baby is still with you in spirit. It just may not have been the right time, or for some people, they may not want to hear it, but it may not have been with the right person. Yeah, see, some of you guys were dealing with something happened during your pregnancy, whether you had a miscarriage, whether, you know, you had a stillborn, whether you just had a really painful experience giving birth to your child, but you love your child. It's like it was all worth the headache, the hassle, the trauma, the drama, the chaos, and you're just happy that your baby's here. For some of you, after having this baby, like I said, you've been suffering with what Western medicine would call postpartum depression. I just want you to know that your feelings are valid. Your feelings should be respected and dealt with in a loving, healing manner. Okay? The thing is, you don't have to put a label on things. We all go through different emotions in our lives depending on what we go through. And people don't realize it, but giving birth is traumatizing. That is nothing that is like, some people probably have had experiences where it was like, oh, it was so easy and stuff like that, but that pregnancy wasn't easy. There was pains, morning sickness, emotions all over the place, the baby kicking your stomach and you can't sleep, you can't eat, all that is traumatizing. That's nothing pleasant. And then having to push out a baby, go through labor, you literally have a head and shoulders and stuff coming out of your body. There is nothing pleasant about that. Okay? But the pain that you went through, I feel like it was all worth it because you love your baby unconditionally. You found a different type of love for some of you. Okay? If this is your first child. For some of you, you went through a lot after the pregnancy, more so than you did during the pregnancy. Some of you, I'm hearing my baby ain't even a baby no more. It's still my baby, but they giving me a headache because you could be dealing with a teenager and they're no longer a baby anymore. Like, even though you see them as a baby, you see your son, your daughter as your baby, but they giving you all types of hell now that they're a teenager. Like, you're like, oh no, I cannot deal with this. This is too much. This is stressful. This is chaotic. But guess what? I'm hearing somebody's grandmother say, well, that's what you did to your parents, and that's what you did to me, and that's what, you was doing all of this stuff. And because I feel like for some of you, your kids may have said something hurtful to you too, but you still have to stand in your power and still guide them. You may think that they're unappreciative of the things that you do for them. Ooh. One of your teenagers is pregnant or got someone pregnant. This could be disappointing because you may not have wanted your child to go through what you went through, which was having children early. I just got goosebumps. Be kind to your kids, because at the end of the day, I wouldn't say it's a mistake, because God has a plan for all of us, okay? And if God's plan was for them to learn the lesson of having to be a parent early in life, then that was God's plan for them, okay? And your baby, whether they're not a baby or not anymore, they may be going through a difficult time right now with someone. And even if your child is even a teenager, and say you have a grown child, this person is dealing with someone that's immature. They've gotten pregnant by someone that is very immature, okay? Emotionally, this person is not mature enough to have a child, whether this is your child or somebody else's child. But there's definitely a pregnancy here. For some of you, you're realizing and having that aha moment right now, like, oh, that's that could be the reason why they're acting the way that they're acting. That's why this, that, and the third is happening. For some of you guys, your son, if you have an infant that's under the age of, so some of y'all people be sitting here talking about some 24 months. That baby is 2. Okay, I'm talking about someone that has a 1-year-old or under. Okay, you see something different in them. You know that this child may be an old soul, an ancestor that came back. This child is going to bring you a great idea, okay, on something, on how to do something. You'll come up with a different way how to handle something. I feel like a lot of you guys are starting to go within and taking a deep breath and really responding differently to a lot of things, especially a lot of negative things that happen. You are responding differently to it. Even when it comes to the chaos that comes along in your life, you are trying to bring balance to it, okay? You're trying to get your emotions in check, okay? You're seeking the help that you need, or this is what you need to do, because if not, you're going to cause stagnation in your life, okay? You have to be proactive. So if you know that your emotions and your hormones and stuff are all over the place after having a baby, you have to be proactive in your health, making sure you're eating healthier, eating more fruits, more vegetables than anything, drinking more water, drinking tea, chamomile tea with lavender to relax you and stuff like that. If you're breastfeeding, I wouldn't recommend the ashwagandha, if I'm pronouncing it right, if you're breastfeeding, because I think that may have an effect on the baby. But if you're not breastfeeding, then that is something that you could take far as like to help with your anxiety and your stress and stuff. Please read the fine print on those things and ask your doctor if it's okay. If you're not the type that's into herbal medicine, or you're kind of cautious about it, go and, I mean, you could get it in Walmart, literally. But if you have questions about that stuff, go ask your doctor, okay? But if you don't get your emotions in check, if you don't start your healing journey, if you don't find someone to speak with or a group to speak with, or at least just speaking with your partner about how you feel, you need to find something that's going to help you bring harmony back into you, okay? Do something that makes you happy, a hobby, okay? But I do see a lot of you guys restoring your happiness. You're figuring out what your passions are. A lot of you guys, you're thinking back from when you were a teenager and when you missed out on certain things, or maybe you just became a parent before you were ready, and now you're finally able, because your child is old enough now, you can do the things that make you happy now. You can finally put in some effort into yourself and your appearance and the things you want to do because your kids are grown now. Yeah, but for some of you, you have a child that is having a baby, okay? And they will have a son. You may not be happy about it now, but you will be happy later once this baby is here. Let's see what else is going on with Pisces, because that's only for like a few of you. That's not all of you. Someone's having twins, or has twins, or just had twins, and it was like, it was more difficult for the first one coming out, and then the second one kind of just like slipped out with ease. I'm seeing with a pregnancy for some. Yeah, see, a lot of you guys, you're gonna have to speak up on how you feel about things, but always come from a place of love and trust with yourself and with others. For some of you, this child of yours is a Leo, and they're just very, very emotional right now at this time. Okay, especially if they have water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or if you have a son and they got someone pregnant, they're very worried. They're very emotional about this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces female here. Or this could be you about your wife. You know, you see that she's very emotional right now, and you're trying to be brave for her. And especially if you guys may have lost a child, you're putting on this poker face of being strong, and keeping yourself emotionally in control during these hard times, because you don't want to break down in front of her, because she's already feeling broken and upset. about something. Well, not about something, but about the baby. Okay. I do feel a lot of you guys may be really intuitive at this time with this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces female, and you may be feeling a lot of her emotions, and because she's not saying it or expressing it, you feel it, and it's like she's trying to be brave. You know she's trying to be brave during an emotional time right now. Some of you may have done something and gotten somebody else pregnant. And you're going to have to own up to that. What else is going on with Pisces? Yeah, see, there's a lot of disappointment, a lot of frustration, a lot of chaos, a lot of hurt, harm, and injury that done happened between two people here. Okay, could have been a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What else is going on with my Pisces here? What is this pain? I feel like whatever, this could also be with your health, okay? There's something causing pain in your body, but you're going to luck up and you're going to find what it is that you need. Some of you is literally you letting go of toxic things, okay? If there's something that you're eating that's causing you gas, cramping, okay? You may be lactose intolerant. There is some type of overly drinking that's causing, your livers and to not function properly. You're eating something that you're allergic to, or it just doesn't agree with your body anymore. There's something that you don't need to be doing anymore, okay? Because it's affecting your health in a bad way. But you're going to luck up and you're going to find a substitute. You're going to luck up and do some research, and you're going to find something that's going to help with this. A lot of you guys, like I don't know why my grandfather just popped up in my head, but he, as a kid, he always used to eat these lifesavers, and he would eat it frequently too. And I used to ask him, I'm like, Poppy Paul, why are you eating these lifesavers? And he was like, because they literally saved my life. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? And he was like, well, I used to smoke cigarettes, and now every time I feel the urge to smoke a cigarette, I pop a lifesaver in my mouth, and who's to say that, those cigarettes could have caused some cancer later on down the line, could have, affected his breathing, and he could have, COPD or whatever those things are called. Like, anything could have happened, but it was something that wasn't good for him. And even though lifesavers isn't the best substitute, but it's better than a cigarette, okay? You gotta at least drink water and flush out whatever sugar you done accumulated from eating a lifesaver, and it was only one lifesaver. It's not like he would sit there and pop 4 and 5 lifesavers. No, he would just eat one, and then maybe 3 hours later, he'll probably eat another one. But it was like every time he had the urge to eat something, he substituted it for something better than what was really toxic for him, something that wasn't meant for him to do, okay? But whatever it is that's been messing with you, bothering you, Pisces, you're going to luck up and find something that's going to help you. Okay, a lot of you guys could be dealing with or be around Gemini, Libra, Aquarius females here. There is a lot of passion between the two of you, or this is what you have for them. You're looking for stability and security with this person. You want to complete things with this person. You want the whole deal, the whole package with this individual. Okay? This person may also have fire in their chart. I'm hearing secure the bag with this person. So this could be a business relationship too, where you guys could make a lot of money together. Yeah, you see that flame flickering, right? So some of you guys, if you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and they also have fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or they're passionate about the things that you are passionate about, and you guys are on the same page as far as a business goes, and this person is stable, and I feel like this person would complete the job. They're not the type of person that would start something and not finish it, okay? I keep just hearing stability and security. You may want to provide stability and security for this person. Is there anything else for Pisces? Yeah, some of you guys have to have the courage to do something. Face someone. Face yourself. Face your fears. Okay? Speak your truth. Use your wisdom. Okay, Pisces? You know better. Let's get some homegirl advice for you guys. Young adulthood traumas. Okay, so some of you guys may be going through your young adulthood traumas. You may be reflecting on that right now during the retrograde. You're realizing that a lot of the young adulthood traumas that you went through, your parents went through, your grandparents went through, and unfortunately you may have a young child, or your child is not a child and they're just a young adult, but they act immature, and they may be going through what you're going through, you know, well, going through what you went through, and it's just triggering you because it was something that you never healed from. And it could be triggering you because you know, that was something that was passed down to your child versus you healing it and then your child not having to go through it. But be proud of who you are and where you are in life, because now the both of you can heal together, okay, from this situation. Some of you that have crystals, it's time that you charge your crystals and cleanse your crystals. And then it says, learn the lesson so you can let that karmic go, okay? So for some of you, like I said, you may have wanted to get pregnant really bad by somebody, but it didn't fall through, or it didn't happen because you weren't meant to have a kid with this person. You wasn't meant to have another kid with this person. It just wasn't meant to happen, okay? So learn the lesson with this person. You could be dealing with a Leo, okay, for some of you, and don't let your pride get in the way. And some of you, yeah, adolescent traumas too that stemmed into your young adulthood life. And it says never change unless it's for your highest good. So you know what's good for you. All right, don't change for other people. And see, we have at the bottom of the deck from that was, it's not meant to be. So whatever is not meant to be, anything that's leaving out of your life right now, let it go. Okay? Don't force stuff, because then you'll have to pay consequences. For positive affirmations, we have joy. I enjoy something, I simply need to add joy to it. Well, it says to enjoy something, I simply need to add joy to it. Joy is like butter. I can put it on anything and it'll make it way better. Today I will add joy to everything. Really slather it on, okay? And then it says today I am the Orville Redenbacher of joy, and life's popcorn is about to get it. Okay, so make sure you bring joy into your life. And the only way you can bring joy into your life is if you let go of things that no longer brought joy into your life. Okay, don't hold on to something that isn't making you happy. Sometimes you got to walk away from things for them to get it right. And if they play their cards right, then maybe you'll give them a second chance. But until then, don't keep dealing with people, okay? And it says worthiness. Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. You deserve love. You deserve happiness. You deserve it all, okay, Pisces? Don't let somebody sit there and tell you that you don't. But I love you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.